Hey guys, and welcome to today's dumbbell glute workout. If you want round and fatter glutes within 30 days, keep on watching. So obviously we're going to start off with a quick stretch because we don't want any injury and we want to be as flexible as possible when doing our glute exercises. And with any workout, you want to make sure that you stretch. Just prevents injury and making sure that we are much more comfortable doing our exercises. And with this workout, you don't have to use weights, but today we'll be using dumbbells, and you can do this anywhere, at the gym or at home. Make sure you get a mat, and for the first workout we'll be doing squats, a very popular glute workout. There are many ways to hold a dumbbell, but I prefer this method. I think it is so much easier, and we'll be doing 20 of these 4 times each, and rest break will be at least 3 minutes in between. You can do 2 minutes depending on how you train. So you want to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. I hope this helps. This is literally how I do it. So standing with your feet shoulder width apart, and then you want to maintain a tall posture with a straight back with your chest up. And make sure when you move by pushing your hips as if you're about to sit on a chair. Bend your knees and lower your body, keeping your back straight and core engaged. Make sure you keep your knees aligned with your feet. And as well, continue to lower yourself until your thighs are at or just below parallel to the floor, and keep the dumbbell close to your body as possible. Push through your heels to extend your hips and knees, returning to the starting position. As you rise, make sure you squeeze those glutes and quads. Squats target a lot of muscles, including the glutes, hamstrings, quads, but make sure you keep your core, calves engaged throughout the whole process. Our next exercise is RDLs. These are so perfect to really increase your glute size. Stand with your feet hip to shoulder width apart, and make sure you are holding the dumbbells in front of your thighs with an overhand grip. Your knees should have a slight soft bend that remains consistent throughout the movement. Make sure you keep your chest up, shoulders back, and keeping your chin down. Continue to lower the weight until you feel a deep stretch in your hamstrings. Honestly, this will vary from depending on your flexibility, but it's typically when the weight is somewhere between your knees and mid-chin. Make sure that you don't round your back when going lower. The movement is over when your hips can't go back any further without your back starting to round. Make sure you drive your hips forward to return to the starting position, and again, squeeze your glutes and hamstrings as you stand up nice and tall. Our third workout will be doing hip thrusts, a very effective resistant exercise for targeting and strengthening those glutes. Unlike squats and deadlifts, which train the glutes, the hip thrust trains them in a fully contracted position, making it a powerful tool for building glute strength, size, and power. You can either start with lying down on the floor like I am, or you can choose to have your back resting against a stable bench or an elevated surface. So you want to start with your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart, and position them as that your knees form a 90-degree angle at the top of the movement. Place the dumbbell across your hips, and you may want to use a pad or rolled up mat for comfort, but if you're like me, you don't have to use one. So drive through your heels to lift your hips off the ground. Your upper body should pivot on the bench or on the floor, and your hips should rise until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. At the top of the movement, squeeze your glutes as hard as possible and avoid overextending your lower back. Slowly and with control, lower your hips back to the starting position. Maintain tension in your glutes throughout the entire movement. And remember, you guys, resting is also part of the process in growing your muscles, and make sure you drink water so that your muscles can stay hydrated. And on our next exercise, we'll be moving on to good mornings. Yes, these, girl or boy, these will have your glutes going crazy. I had to take my headphones off. Make sure that you are comfortable doing this exercise so nothing falls off. But yeah, these are very similar to RDLs, so you can use a bar, but we're using dumbbells right now. So you want to place the dumbbell on your upper back, not on your neck, you guys. I cannot stress this enough. Just like you would for a squat when using a barbell. And you want to keep your feet shoulder width apart and have your knees slightly bent. Keep your chest up and maintain a neutral spine. And with this movement, you want to push your hips back and hinge forward at the waist. Keep your back straight and your core engaged throughout the entire movement. The bend in your knees should remain consistent because this isn't a squat. So yeah, make sure you lower your torso until it is close to parallel to the floor, until you feel a significant stretch in your hamstrings. Drive your hips forward to return to the starting position. And again, squeeze your glutes and hamstrings as you stand tall. Remember, you guys, you do this workout 4 times each, taking those rest breaks, and keep the reps maybe between 10 to 20. You don't have to do 20, just do as much as you can. And yeah, make sure you repeat. Next, we'll be doing a forward lunge, a very effective single leg exercise. It's an excellent way to build strength, balance, and stability in the lower body. So you want to stand upright with your feet about hip width apart. Maintain a tall posture with your core engaged, shoulders back, and chest up. Take a controlled step forward with one leg. The step should be long enough that when you lower your body, your front knee is directly above your ankle. Push through the heel of your front foot to drive your body back up to the starting position. Return your front foot to meet your back foot. These are great for the quads, glutes, hamstrings, calves, and core. Next, we'll be doing squat pulses. Instead of completing a full squat repetition, you perform a small pulsing movement at the bottom of the squat, which keeps your muscles under constant load. Right now, we are doing this without the dumbbells. You can choose to do this with the dumbbells. In fact, you can do any exercise as a pulse, but I chose to do squats. So you want to stand again with your feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider. Lower your body into a full squat, pushing your hips back and bending your knees as if you are sitting down on a chair. Maintain a straight back and an engaged core. Descend until your thighs are parallel to the floor or slightly below parallel, depending on your mobility. This is the starting point for the pulse. From this bottom position, push up just a few inches and then immediately lower your back down to the bottom position. This small controlled up and down motion is a single pulse. Try aim to about 30 of these or until failure. And now you literally want to repeat everything that we just did 4 times, unless you want to repeat the exercise 4 times and then move on to the next instead of doing the whole thing and then having to repeat it. It's up to you. So now after when you've done that, make sure you stretch. Stretching is so important so that you don't feel so much pain the next day. But yeah, keep doing this workout and you will definitely see results within the next 30 days. But I really hope you enjoyed this dumbbell glute workout. You can literally do this from the comfort of your own home. Again, you don't have to use any dumbbells. Please comment down below on how you found this workout routine. And let me know any other workouts that you guys want to see me do. If you want more gym stuff, do you want more home stuff, let me know. And yeah, you guys take care and good luck with your fitness journey.